Welcome to the Truth of Life. The Truth of Life is a channel that unpacks the hidden, the secrets about our daily life, what we need to know, how to live our life with freedom, clarity, and the truth, because only the truth will set you free. Today, let's unpack what causes fights and quarrels among us. In each and every day, people they fight about something. They want to kill each other because of something. And what causes that? For people not to have peace. It is because of lack of love, because of hatred, because of fear and not having faith. People, they compete, they compare each other. People, they doing things just to show off, just to show that they can do it, to compete with someone else. And if they don't get what they want, they fight. They do anything that they can do to get what they want. The truth of life is telling us that it's not according to the way, the law God wants us to live. And people, they have desires. The desires that battle within each and every one of us. Each and every person got their desires. Our desires might not be the same. Some people, they desire kind of the same thing, but that doesn't mean that they have to fight to get that thing. Or they have to compete or compare. It is okay. You can see someone having something that you like. Maybe someone's got a beautiful car that is your dream car. But you need to compliment them. You need to congratulate them and not have jealous over someone. Your desire, but do not have. So you kill. You covet, but you cannot get what you want. So you quarrel with others. You fight with those people. You do not have what you want. The reason is because you haven't asked for that thing. That person you are fighting, they already asked for that thing. And they ask God in the right way of asking. When you ask, you do not receive that. Because you ask with the wrong motives. You ask God for a car, but your motive is to show off. Your motive is for people to see that you can also get it. That you may spend what you get on your pleasure. If your motive is just to show off with that car you are asking for, you are not asking right. Let your motive be, this car, my dream car, it will take my kids from point A to B. It will help me to go to see my friends, my family, or it will help me to go to work. That is the right motive. It's not that it will show people that I can also have it because someone have it, or I can even have better than that person, that motive is wrong. You're looking for a beautiful house with a lot of rooms. Your motive, it's, I want people to see that I am rich, I can afford. You are not right on the motives. Let it be, I'm looking for this house so my kids can have their own rooms, for my kids can have the yard to play on. I can have a space to plant trees. I can have my small garden, or anything that I would love to have. That is the motive. It is not the wrong motive of comparing yourself, of competing with others. So you're looking for a job, but the motive is, I want them to see that I can also have. Do not keep on showing off. Have the right motive so you can receive what you want. Other people, they do not have those things that they want because they still have that motive of, I want them to see me. They thought that I won't make it, but I will make it. They will see that I will make it. But that is wrong. You actually need that job because you want to feed your children. You want to have a better life. You want to change your life. Or you want to serve. You want your talents to be out there and use it to serve the people. So you need to always have the right motives. And you need to let God know that I'm looking for this job so I can feed my children, so I can feed myself, so I can change my life. I need my financial freedom. So you do not know that friendship with the world, it means enmity with God. When you have the friendship with the world, it means that you have the way of, you want to please the world. You want to use that money just to show off. You go somewhere, you spend that money to show off. That is not pleasing God. You need to have that money to please God. When you please God, you will use that money wisely. You will take care of yourself. You will take care of your family. You will take care of people in need with that money, not to boost. So, therefore, anyone who chooses to be a friend to the world, they become an enemy to God. Choosing the world, it means that you are just pleasing the world. You know, people, they talk too much. People, they compete and compare. And you also fall into that trap of pleasing them. And when you don't have those same people you were pleasing, they will never give you anything. But when you please God, you will have God by your side. Even when things that don't go well, God is the one who's your source, who's your provider. Because even if you get help from someone, God used that person to help you. He is always your source. Or do you think the scripture, when it says without reason, that he jealous long for the spirit he has caused in dwell in us? When you use jealous, to get what you want. When you say lies, when you twist words, when you talk wrong about people so you can get what you want. The wrong spirit, the evil spirit will come and occupy your body. It will use you. You will end up being toxic to people. But he gives us more grace. That is why the scripture says, God opposes the proud, and God shows favor to the humble. So it is not our power. God's grace is the one that gives us favor when we humble ourselves, when we ask God the right way of wanting to please God, on wanting to please our needs, our desires, when we want to please our children's needs or the people in need, not to boast, not to be proud. So submit yourself to God. When you submit yourself to God, when you ask in the right motives, you will not fight with anyone. You won't cause quarrels. You want what you want, your desires, not to show off. So you won't be jealous of someone, and you won't cause tension between you, your neighbors, your friend, your family, your colleagues, because your motives are the ones that make you to want to have that thing. Your motives, your good motives, the one that say, I want to feed my children, the one that says, I want a big house because I want a space, I want to make a garden, I want to have a space to have a pool for my children to swim. They are good motives. It's not because someone else has got a pool or someone has got a big yard, I also want to show that I can have the same. That is the wrong motive. So you need to submit yourself to God, do the right thing so that you do not have the spirit of jealousy, which is the wrong spirit, the evil spirit, so that when you do that, when you put everything in God's hand, when you humble yourself, the evil spirit will run far away from you. Because it's light or dark. So when you choose the light, the dark won't come to you. But if you choose to be jealous of someone, then you call the wrong spirit. You won't have freedom in your heart. So come near to God and he will come near to you. You come near to God by reading the scriptures, by being humble, by submitting yourself with everything, not being jealous of people, forgiving people, do not judge. When you do all of those things, it's when you tell yourself that I want to be close to God. That's how to be close to God. You cannot see God, but your deeds, your ways shows that you are a child of God. You do not get too quick to be angry. You do not judge. You do not condemn. You are just having your ways to be in the right way that God wants us to live. Then you will be close to God and God will be close to you. So you get favor in that manner. Wash your hand, you sinners. Purify your heart, you double-minded. Decide What do you want? Do not be in between. I want this, I want, but I cannot do this. You know, everything in life, it goes with what it is. If you want to work, you need to know that I have to wake up early. I have to do everything my boss wants me to do. There's a lot of things that you have to abide to and humbling yourself. But if you don't want to do that, you want your own business, there are also things that you have to do. You cannot carry yourself in someone's company and want to do your own way. You cannot be double-minded. So you need to choose. You need to decide. When you decide, God then will bless you on whatever you decide. As long as it's legal, it's right, then God will bless you. Do not be double-minded. Let your no be no, let your yes be yes. If you want to be married, you cannot live in a marriage life like you are single. There are things that you need to do that you cannot do when you are married, that you used to do. You have to compromise. You have to know that now it's someone else who comes from the different background, and now we need to join together and do things together. You cannot be selfish. You cannot be double-minded. And change your laughter to, you cannot change your laughter to mourning, your joy to gloom. Grieve, mourn, and wail. Change your laughter to mourning and your joy to gloom. And then humble yourself before the Lord, and He will lift you up. Meaning, you humble yourself by doing what is right all the time, even when nobody sees you. Then anyone who speaks against a brother or a sister or judge them, it speaks against the law and is judging the law. What does the law say? When you judge the law, you are not keeping it, but sitting in judgment on it. There is only one lawgiver and one judge, the one who is able to save and destroy. But you, who are you to judge your neighbor? Who are you to judge your friend or anyone else? Even if you say, I can see they are wrong, they did this and this, do not judge them. Rather, agree to the disagree. Make peace. But you cannot judge another person. That is the law. The thing with the law is that you just have to follow the law. Don't try and argue with the law. Do not judge, so you do not be judged. Do not condemn, so you do not be condemned. It is a law. Love everyone. Love even your enemies. It is a law. The law, it teaches us that when you love everyone, when you love your enemies, your spirit becomes free, because you do not have grudges. You do not have to think, you know, when you judge people, when you hate people, There's quite a lot of energy that you're using. But when you love people, you don't even use a lot of energy. It just flows. And you sleep at night peacefully. Because when you judge someone, somewhere in the back of your mind, you know that you are also being judged. Because whatever you're doing to someone, it actually coming back to you. So when you love them, you open up to be loved in return. It is a law. The thing is that the laws cannot be changed. And when you live according to the law, you become free. You do not be scared of anything. That is why God gave us the Bible and He gave us the law. And if you can remember, the true law that God gave it to us is to love. So when you love, that quarrel, the fight that we see in life, they won't be there. Because we fight, we quarrel because we do not love one another. But when we love one another, when we do not judge them, we do not condemn them, when we humble ourselves, there is no room for anyone to raise a voice to you, to fight, to kill. So let us use these laws that we find in the Bible. Today's topic, it's based on the Bible verse, James 4 from verse 1 to 12. God gave us these laws, so we need to use them. They are not something that we are used to. They are not something that we have been taught. Because we were taught that if someone fights you, you must fight them back. They must know who you are. Otherwise, they will play on top of your head. But if we can learn that it is not our place to judge or to condemn, just let people know that you are not double-minded. If they do something you don't like, it's a no. You don't judge them. It's a no. If it's something you want, it's a yes. You don't get in between of being confused or confusing them or trying to please them. People please each other because if someone is good to you, you think I can pay them back by pleasing them, even if I don't want to do this. But just because they help me, they've been good to me, so I need to please. The law says you only please God. You do not please the world. When you please the world, you become an enemy to God. The rules, the truth of life, the truth from the Bible will set us free. So this is the truth of life. We are at the end of today's episode. Hope it will help you to know that the rules, they are the ones that will help us to receive what we want. So, the truth of life is the channel that unpack all the secret of how we need to live our life daily with freedom, clarity, and the truth. So, the truth will set us free.